Hey everyone, it's Sandra from Sandra Bianco Photography, and today I wanted to give you an overview of the new Innocence workflow, which is a collaboration between myself and Greater Than Gatsby Photoshop Actions. So let's go ahead and get started. Once you purchase this set, you'll see that you have a variety of color bases, artistic enhancements, earth tone brushes, one-click black and whites, some movable color, finishing touches, vignettings, and some helper tools. And also, of course, some resizing and sharpening for Facebook, for print, for Google+. We're going to go ahead and start with one of the color bases on this image. And I'm going to go ahead and select Elementary Color Base. You can see what Elementary Color Base does. It's giving it a nice bright finish with a little bit of contrast, but not overpowering the image. I'm going to go ahead and take that down just a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and move into our artistic enhancements. And I'm going to go ahead and click on Write a Recipe, which will play all of these tones. And hit continue. And so once these run, all you need to do is click on the box and the little eyeball will appear, and that's placing the tone on your image. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on a few of these to show you what they do. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and select Amelia Bedelia, and I'm going to go ahead and take this opacity down. And this is like a really peachy tone, so for this one I'm going to go ahead and even leave it on her and on her skin. If we click on, let's say, ballet shoes, this is one that I would take the opacity down, and I want to go ahead and click in my layer mask at 100%, and I'm going to go ahead and mask this off of her. So I don't necessarily want that pale grape tone on her skin. We're going to go ahead and run just a few more. I'm going to go ahead and run Giant Peach, and I'll go ahead and take this one down as well. And then let's add one more, and I'm going to go with Super Fudge, which leaves in a nice brown tone. And I'm going to go ahead and take that opacity down as well. And then this one I'm going to go ahead and mask it off of her skin as well. Okay, so once we're done running our tones, we can scroll down and we can go ahead and, let's say we wanted to enhance some of these greens. I'm just going to go ahead and grab my greens brush. And you can see how that's warming up those greens there. And a lot of times I paint it on strong, and then I'll just go ahead and reduce my opacity to my liking. And then let's go ahead and go down to some movable light. I'm going to go ahead and select terracotta on this. And once you hit continue, you're able to move this light to where you want it. So you can move it anywhere on the image that you want it. I personally want it on this trailer to give it just a little bit more of artistic value. And I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my opacity down just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and click in my mask and make sure my brush is black because my mask is white. And I'm going to take my opacity down just about into the 60s. And I want to take most of this off of her. Okay, and then we're just going to go down to our vignettings. And I'm going to click on Butternut. And again, that's a bit too strong. So I'm going to go ahead and take that down a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead again and click in my mask, and I want to remove just a little bit on this grass. Okay, and that's just a really simple, quick edit, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the before. close this. So that's our before, and that's our after. Again, before and after. To purchase these actions, please visit greaterthangatsby.com. And if you would like more information on my in-depth editing classes, please visit sandrabiancaphotography.com and click on workshops. Thanks so much for joining me today, and hope you enjoy the actions.